It's a beautiful sunny fall Kansas day, and I'm out experimenting in the zinnia patch, trying something I've never done before, which is seed collecting. I'm really curious to see if it will work. I shouldn't say I've never done it before. I've never done it successfully before. I have tried it before. But now I am armed with several YouTube videos under my belt of watching others do it. And those have given me a ton of other questions, like, did I wait too long? And how do you tell the difference between white powdery mildew and just age? I figure I'm just going to go for it because nothing ventured, nothing gained. I can just do a test plot, and got to start learning somewhere. I've got one failed experiment behind me. There's always room for another one. Doesn't hurt anything, because I can do another plot of zinnias right next to it with seed that I know will grow. So it's fun to be able to experiment with something and grow in understanding something. Last time I tried it, I just grabbed like the whole zinnia head. Again, thanks to good old YouTube, I now know what to look for, and am cutting some blossoms, very dry, crinkly, old brown flower heads, and we'll hopefully find some seeds in there to tease out and plant next spring. Seed with a pretty little bit of petal left to it. You can see that distinct shape. I've been having fun making a mess here with the zinnia seeds, and just thought I would do a quick video. So this is all an experiment, and the last time I went around and I just gathered a bunch of these, and I didn't know exactly what I was looking for. So here's like a regular dried zinnia, and then here's that middle part, and you know what part of this is seed and what part isn't. The fun thing is pulling it apart and doing some excavating, some experimenting. It's messy, so I have my pan because I would make a mess even if it weren't messy, and then I've got some paper just so there's a greater contrast, because even knowing now what I'm looking for, it's still a little bit tricky to ascertain what is petal, like in here, what's petal and what's seed. And what I've learned is that the seed, I've heard others describe it as a arrowhead. I think of it as a fountain pen nib, or if you do calligraphy, or when I lived in Europe, we had to use fountain pens. So that's what I think of it as. So here's the petal. Sorry, it's all backlit. Petal, and then the seed is at the end. And I don't need this petal part. I just need the seed part. Apparently, the seeds come off just naturally, so you don't have to separate the seeds and the petals. It's not going to hurt to throw it all out. But I just feel like it does make a little more streamlined process to have a nice clump instead of all of this. I do think I am going to throw this out too. This is all just one huge experiment. So seeing if these grows, that's an experiment. I've heard that dark seed grows better than the light seed. Let's see if you can see. So dark versus light. I'm gonna do a little test patch there. And then there's definitely some seed in all of this stuff that I'll probably just toss out there in the field and see if it grows. And if I have any zinnias in the field, then I'll know, hey, that worked. But these will be their own little test plots. The good seed and the bad seed. And we'll see. And if neither of them grow, then I waited too long. And if they both grow, then it doesn't matter as much. It's so hard to know with gardening, like how, what's critical and what you can fudge on. One of the videos I watched was talking about not getting plants that are not taking seed from plants that have the white powdery mildew on them, which I can totally understand that. But when they're at the point where I was getting them, where everything is so dry and crispy and white, it was hard to tell whether something was age spots or powdery mildew. So again, free seed. All this is costing me is time and a couple pieces of white paper. And it's kind of fun just sorting through and learning about the innards and inner workings of a plant. So I have my big zinnias like these, and then I have my little ones, the Lilliputians. So I'll keep those separated in paper envelopes. I'm actually curious to see how this comes apart. I've been wanting to dig into one of these fluffy ones. They say to pull the petals out. I didn't do a good job there, like gently, so you get to the inside, because the seeds are inside. There are some seeds. They're coming out. And I have yet to figure out if there's a better spot, like if lower towards the sepal is where most of the seeds are versus higher. I haven't done that careful study yet to see where is the best place for getting the seed, but that was fun. That was just, one little pinch gets a whole bunch of seed. And a little bit of time in the spring and we'll see if they grow.